Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're on the Against All Odds, the Don't Give Up Our Power podcast. We're talking to Renita Bandrich and Al Lewis. They are two people who I've known for a long time. We played sports together in high school, went to the same school, grew up together. So I hope they don't say nothing to embarrass me on this podcast. It's my prayer and my hope. So Al, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Al Lewis. I have spinal bifida. I'm a member of People First. That an organization I'm gonna explain more further about momentarily. But yes, my name is Al Lewis. I'm 44. Spinal bifida. I mean, what that's I'm involved with me and Renita, my mate. Who I hope to soon marry, but I guess that's something we'll later talk about as well as a marriage penalty. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Renita's what I call big head. Go ahead.
I can't go with anything.
She said her name's Renita Bandrich. 46. 46 years old.
Oh.
You said, oh. Go ahead. She has cerebral palsy. She's also a member of People First of Georgia. She said that Al's the love of her life.
Ain't that sweet?
Yeah.
Now we've done the show on marriage penalty already. So they know about what the 31 story. But we want to hear your story. About why you want to get married.
Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we would like to be able to, get married and to be able to marry, just as if people who are not with disabilities have the right to do, and it's just something that I think is just it's something that just doesn't make any sense for a person, for them to have this so-called law that prevents people that are disabled to not be able to get married. Because if people who are able-bodied and not disabled able to do it, why aren't we? I just don't understand it. But a little bit about our story is that we met in elementary school at Long Ridge Elementary School.
I was there.
Huh?
I was there.
Yeah, you was there. We met, and we it was like, I believe in 80, what was it, 89? Yeah, 88. 1988. I'm sorry, I accidentally pressed something that made the
That's okay.
screen.
It's all
But
good.
yeah, it was 88. We met, and it started out as puppy love, and the boyfriend girlfriend thing, and but it soon growed into a long and beautiful relationship. And it's just a shame that they have this marriage penalty that prevents, it not necessarily prevents, but what it does is penalizes people who do that are disabled, that choose to get married. And I think that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Amy.
She's saying that the reason she believes that they did came up with that that law
because
or penalty
baby.
because they what they believed in their mind back in those days is that if a person, two people with disabilities, disabilities get married and produce a child, 9 times out of 10 they thought that the child would be disabled, and they was trying to do what they call prevent more disabled children from being born. And that just goes to show that they're in their minds, they back in those days they was didn't have their mind straight, because that just because two people are disabled and have a child, it doesn't mean that the child is going to automatically end up disabled. So that just goes to show back in those days the mindset of those people who created that penalty.
And the sad case is that's not changed. Some
I
people
couldn't
still,
hear you.
that's the can you hear me now?
I I
can't
I,
hear.
I hear you, but it's not as loud as
Hello? Can you hear me now?
yeah, but it's still like real low.
Okay. Well, it's acting up on me now. So, but I was saying that, that's not changed. That
That
is
is
not
it's
changed.
changing.
That is not changed
Oh yeah,
in today's society, because people still look at us as being people who
right,
need help, or people who are lacking when we are not lacking.
right.
Yeah, and that's why I did a petition about marriage penalty, and and I was saying that to you guys, for you to get for time for you guys to help me get this law put out of the put out of our government, and and I think it's wrong.
Absolutely, it's definitely is. It's like, I mean, it's like, everyone has the right, to do certain things, and it's like every, group of people, whether it's, heterosexual, people, able bodied, mostly able bodied people, they have the right to get married, to, do the things they want to do. And even recently, you know, the law was well, I would say people who are, you know, gay were given the right to get married and you know, do things like that. So all we're saying is that we just want to be like everyone else. You know, we're not saying one is better than the other or one group of people is better than the other. We just want to be included with everyone else. That's all. That's all. Basically, we want to be able to have that choice if that's what we choose to do. You know, everybody who may be disabled and together may not want to get married, and that's fine. But they have should be able to have that choice. That if they do, they shouldn't be penalized.
Uh, uh,
She said that she agree with that.
Yes.
Renita said.
Yeah, yeah, that's my thing. If somebody who is gay and homosexual can get married, why can't or we who are another class of people, why would they put a pitch hold on us?
Right. Right. Which is just it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, you know. It really don't make sense because you know why they think that by honestly they believe that by not being for them to be able to marry that's going to deter them from you know being together or going to make it impossible for them to you know be together when that doesn't really stop them from being together by itself alone. It's just that they may not be able to be married but they still can be together, but all in the same token it's like that's all fine and everything, but it should be whereas a person don't have to settle for just that. A person doesn't have to just settle for just being together. If they want to be able to marry and be together, they should be allowed to. Just like everyone else, like every other, like I like to
uh,
say, like every other red-blooded American and
Yes,
anybody in the world, red-blooded people. You know,
yes.
I like to say they have that right. We should have that right as well.
Because I say this, we are people too. We are people too. We may have one leg. We may have we may be we may be blind. We may be can't hear, but we're people too, and we have want to say and we should be treated like everybody else.
Right. And
And yeah, and want to say and want to say and have website too. What's that website? What's that web? What?
your your voice, your video, the audio is messing up. I couldn't
I
hardly hear
know.
you.
Tell me about your website.
Oh, it's really messing up. I couldn't even hear
uh,
nothing you just said. I'm sorry.
I say, tell me about your website. About your website. About your website.
About
The website. The website you got.
I
your mic is really bad right now. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
The echoing is really loud and it's like I can't hear a word you saying.
Tell me about your website.
Oh, about the website.
Yeah.
Okay. We have this website. It's called Obstacles of Love, and it's a website that you know people can go on and just you know see like what is it like what we're doing and it's basically it's basically our everyday life and you know things that we're doing and it's mostly based on you know trying to get the awareness out of people who are disabled and want to get married. You know it's basically about that. That's what the whole website consists of and you know people can go in there and just you know check us out, check out, things we got going on, and just basically, people who support people who are disabled, and for them to be able to get married, I would recommend that they check out that website, and you know show support, and just check it out, and join the fight, because that's what we're trying to do. That's the overall goal. And just making, giving, first is awareness, and then is trying to get rid of this whole penalty thing, so that people who are disabled are and can get married if they choose to do so.
Yes.
So that website again is obstaclesoflove.com.
Yes. It's on page right now. It's going across the bottom right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have seen you two grow. I even want to say even though I like y'all a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, I like y'all a little bit.
Just a little bit, huh?
A little bit.
But I want to say but I just want to bring on the show so they can hear your story, so they can put a face with the issue.
Yeah.
So that they will see how it impact their life.
Right.
Because
I don't want to cut you off or anything.
Go ahead.
I want to say that we appreciate that, that you giving us this platform to, to get our story out, and to get the story of, the marriage penalty, and all that out. And we appreciate the platform that you're giving us, to help spread the word. And that's what it's all about. And we appreciate it.
Yeah. Because as I was saying, it's not right. No. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right when someone I get married, and then one income get cut off, and they gotta get divorced to live.
Right.
That's not right.
It's not. It really isn't.
But I forgot it was.
She know a lot of people got divorced.
You know a lot of people that
got divorced
to get their waiver, the Medicaid waiver, to keep their Medicaid waiver. Yeah. And that's definitely not right. That's just not right at all. That a person would have to go through that just to, keep their services and to keep the things that they need. Medicaid services.
Yeah, and I would suggest that y'all get yourself a YouTube page. A YouTube page, and just go at it.
Hey, you know what? I was just thinking. We talk about that a lot, but we just, we gotta do it, because I believe I believe it'll help. I really do. And it's something that we talking about. We haven't really, gotten there yet, but we eventually that's where we're gonna go, because it's just, we talk about it all the time, and we just haven't, actually took the steps and did it. But I think that would be a good idea, a great idea, to help, spread the word and just get it out there, to more people.
Because you have my support in doing it. You have my support doing it. You have my support. You got my support in doing it,
Yeah. Well, look, we're gonna have to have lunch. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to talk, off the record, and pick your brain and see how we gonna make that happen.
Yeah.
You know, we just gonna have to do that one day. You know, just pick your brain and you help us out. You know, cause there's some certain things we don't know yet. You know, as far as that, but you know, we gonna have to do that one day. Get together and just pick your brain.
Because it says divide we stand, the divide we fall, unite we stand.
That's right.
It's time for us to come together and attack this issue. Not if you're blind, deaf, if you got one leg, it's time for us to come together.
That's right.
To come together as one to change this law. It's this time.
All right.
Absolutely. It's been long enough. Disabled people been going through this enough. It's time, I really believe that. So, yeah, it's long overdue.
Yeah, it's long overdue. Yeah, and what I said, and now I've been back in Georgia in January, so I talked to my wife about me and y'all, and we can sit and talk, okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And I want to say, and y'all, if I hadn't saw y'all, I wouldn't have got married. I wouldn't have got married because I thought it was no way in heaven or hell that I wanted me. But when I say but from saying both of you,
yeah,
you love each other, that let me know that someone can love me. And I thank y'all for that. Yeah.
Oh man, you definitely welcome. And we happy to be able to have in some way inspired you and to be able to do step out and do what you had to do and find love and just be happy, because that's all we trying to do, and that's all it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Everyone deserved that. Everybody deserved that, whether disabled or not.
Yes. Yeah, and now let's talk about people Georgia.
Okay.
But I was about it too. So we are a group that advocates for people with disability, right?
Yes. Yeah. People first. What it is it's a what you wanted to say something? What is it? She said People First is an organization that advocates for disabled people. You said for disabled people that for people, it advocates for disabled people and for disabled people who normally who doesn't have or don't advocate for themselves. It's like they help them advocate on their behalf, and it's just really just a organization that just helps disabled people in general, whatever whatever it is need be, as far as they can hook you up with organizations that can help you in getting housing and just a lot of things that they're attached to, basically, and we're members of that organization.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Renita just recently lost her she was president of the organization up until a few days ago. The elections came and a new one of the former presidents became president again. So she was once the president of that organization.
Yes. And people first is done a lot. It's got for when I say it is got for nursing homes.
Yeah, that's another thing. I forgot to mention that. I'm glad you mentioned that. It's true. They help disabled people who were in nursing homes, help them get out of nursing homes and into the community. Be able to be in the community, live in their own apartment and things of that nature, and just help them get acquainted to being in the community. So yeah, that's a big thing that I'm glad you brought up. I forgot to mention. And another thing, Renita says, they help an advocate. Yeah, it helps. She said the organization also helps the people who have disabilities become an advocate, become their own advocate. Be able to speak out and say what they need and get out and basically fight for what they need and teaches them how to do that and what to do and what organizations and what places to go to that'll help and things like that as well. So yeah, that's another thing that People First does. And she said that People First helped her out a lot in her life, in general.
Yes. Well, I thank y'all so much. Now I gotta get my sponsors, okay? My first sponsor is the mission statement of Intervention Ministry is to support and encourage the participation of people who are blind or visually impaired into a spiritual community where each individual can encourage to utilize their God-granted gifts and talents as they journey to a place of wholeness of mind, body, spirit. And their phone number is 678 718 7063. And the email address is ivawakening@gmail.com. My next sponsor is SimTech. We provide title for cars, tractors, houses, motorcycles in any state. My next sponsor is the last one. It's a Parks Director ImageCon Group social content local the imagecongroup.com. And the phone number is 678-687-9542 or 470-238-9152. Now, if you want to hear this podcast again, it's on several platforms. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It's on Radio Public, Castbox, Beaker, and Overcast. And we're so glad. And you can also go to the website www.don't.give-up-hour. And you can also hear the podcast on the website, which is www.don'tgiveupthemovement.net. So we are so glad, and I want to say thank you again. Thank you again for sharing your story. And what I would do is I will put your website on my website. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you can put my website on your website, like I said, it's gonna take us working together, to actually get this taken care of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and my website has a link to the petition. So and when I'm saying and it's on the podcast page of my website. So so again, thank you so much for everything. I'm like I said, I wish y'all Godspeed. I want to say when this law has changed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say if. I'm gonna say when this law has changed.
That's right.
When.
That's right. Speaking
Not
into
if.
existence.
When
right.
This law has changed, you all can get married.
That's right.
Not if. When.
When. That's right.
Not if. When.
That's right.
WHEN. Not IF. When.
That's right.
When this law has changed.
Absolutely.
When this law has changed. When this law has changed, then you can get married.
That's right.
And I thank you again. And remember, don't give up on your dreams, hopes, and visions. Keep striving. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Don't give up, because when you give up, you give out. And go with God all the way, not part with all the way. Thank you so much, and have a great day.